wasn't. We've been trying to offload him.
I think he's a good player. I have to say,
I
and
don't I don't think
you
so.
know,
I don't
you
think so.
don't
He's
think
not
so?
scoring goals. A good player,
Yeah,
the
no,
hallmark of a good player is, we win games. He's not.
yeah, no. You
Yeah,
saw him more than I did. I mean, I
yeah,
just when I've seen him on Match of the Day, he always looks pretty quick, pretty good. But yeah, I didn't think he
yeah.
was too bad.
Or maybe it might just been Amorim's style that is not. But it was still one good when Ten Hag was there. So
No,
yeah.
you saw Ken Tag, Eric Ten Hag. You
I,
saw he was fired after
I don't know.
two games, was it?
After
I mean,
yeah,
it seems ridiculous, doesn't it? How can they judge him after 2 games?
yeah. And his
It
predecessor,
doesn't make sense.
no, it doesn't. And his predecessor was fired as well.
Yeah,
Um,
I saw that. Yeah.
what's his name? Sol. I can't remember his name now.
Oh, he used to play at Man U, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah,
Ole Gunner Solsdjaer.
yeah. That's it. Yeah, Ole Gunner Soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. He was fired as well. So from his job.
But
So
he'd been there a little while though. He'd been there a few months, hadn't he? Unlike Eric, poor old Eric.
I know. I told you it was something I didn't like about him, and I was right.
And what about Amorim then? After losing, to Grimsby of all teams in League Two,
Yeah,
I mean, it seems incredible, doesn't it? I mean, he
yeah,
didn't go down well with the fans because I mean, I didn't watch that, but he sort of even couldn't watch the penalty shootout, which you think, well, come on, man. I mean, you're playing a League Two side. You at least watch your penalties. In the event, I suppose, he was right that they wouldn't go through. But interestingly, I was quite pleased that, given the information that Grimsby apparently fielded an ineligible player,
yeah,
which often can mean they'll be thrown out. But I think Manchester United were asked if they would therefore like to press this and take their place, a bit like Nottingham Forest did
yes,
to Palace in the Europa League.
yeah,
But to their credit at Manchester, they said, no, we don't want to do that. I suppose they thought the optics of that would look pretty bad to try and scrape through on the basis of a mistake made by a League Two side. So
yeah,
at least they're not doing that. So it'll be interesting to see if Grimsby are actually dropped from the competition. Possibly they'll just be fined some money, something like that.
yeah,
But not a good result, is it? And of course they've given Amorim the window, this summer window. He spent a lot of money, so they obviously feel they can trust him. They can, in a way, they can't really sack him
no,
after that poor result now because he's brought in these players who obviously he wants to see produce the goods.
yeah.
So, what's your view on that? Do you think he should stay there?
I don't know, to be honest, because I don't have enough. I don't have enough data on him to judge him, or to make to make a decision either way. I feel like,
You had last season, didn't you?
well, he
Maybe it
joined late.
wasn't his team.
It was late
Yeah,
last season, wasn't it? You know, um,
yeah,
yeah, it was actually more than halfway through the season, wasn't it? If I remember correctly, when he
yeah. I
joined.
think so.
Yeah, when he joined.
Yeah,
So and he had a lot to contend with, didn't he? He had Rashford, he had the Rashford, and he had quite a few injuries.
mm,
Ahmed was injured. There was just a few. Kobe Mainoo was injured.
yeah.
So he did have quite a few injuries. A few injuries that he'd inherited. So he inherited this team, and then he
Yeah,
inherited injuries as well. So to be fair to him, um, I'd say I would say give him 10 more games, and then I can make my assessment based on that. It'd be too hasty now for me to say, oh, he's a rubbish manager or whatever. I'd want to give him enough because this is a fresh season. Let's see what he
Yeah,
can do.
yeah,
Fresh season. Um, and he's quite he's not like Eric Ten Hag. Eric Ten Hag would go on air and say, "Oh, well, it's just a little glitch, blah blah." He tries. Eric Ten Hag was trying to cover it up, whereas Amorim was very very critical of himself. It go on television and he'll say it was rubbish today. It was really rubbish. We were
mm,
really really rubbish. And that's his team he's talking about. And when one of the reporters asked him, they said, "So, what do you make of the? Do you think you still have a job?" And he said, "Well, this is what you want to hear, don't you? You want to." The British press, you want to talk about this and that, and he made it, and he made a joke about it. So he does have a good sense of humor as well. So I would still like to see what he can do. Give him, I mean, he's played 3 matches now, so give him 7 more
yeah.
matches. Let's see where we're on the table. He might actually leave himself because he's very critical of his own performances, of his own achievements. So if he's not achieving much, he would want to, he would say, well, I understand, I have to go, because he was almost throwing in the towel at the end of last season, wasn't it?
Yeah, he
He
was.
was,
I thought
yeah,
he
he
would
was saying,
go. Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if I'll be here, next season. It depends on. Um, I like people that are self-aware of whatever they're
yeah.
going through. It's people that are in self-denial that I can't really cope with, because you can see it. Everybody else can see. Everybody else is talking about it, and you're saying, "Oh, no, no, you know, just give me 3 more games." No, no, we're not giving you 3 more games. Just leave now. Eric Ten
Mind
Hag.
you, it's a difficult one, isn't it? With
Yeah.
you said that